Welcome back to the Lead podcast.
So today is Naomi.
Faith.
Blessing.
Her. So
Your favorite girlies.
So today we're gonna be talking a little bit about love. Well, not love, but just to kick it off about red flags. But so yeah, what are your red flags, guys?
In general or relationship?
General, like general red flags. It could be friends. It could be your, significant other. Or what's one thing that gets under your skin? Like mine is lying. I can't stand liars. Like, I can't. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's like, especially at this age. Like, I'm 22, by the way, but especially at this age, it's like, who are you scared of to be lying? Like
own your truth.
Exactly.
You get me? like if it's bad, like at least
shame is free. Just wear it. I keep it going. Like honestly. But I'm just like
miscommunication.
Yours is what?
Miscommunication. Because I guess it's just
that's
relationship or
obviously like in general, because communication is vital just as human beings. Talk less of the different kind of relationship you are to them, but obviously just talk. Obviously it's simple because obviously people might have what's it called, different kind of what's this word?
Trauma.
Yeah, trauma. Not even like just even general, like just disabilities.
People have different ways of communicating.
Yeah, different ways of communicating or just disabilities in general to talk. But obviously, just when you don't make an effort to communicate.
Yeah, like I personally, I don't like when people they will fall out, but they haven't actually talked about what the issue is. Do you get me? Like there's no something small might happen. Like, let's say it's what to call it, that person did something that irritated you. Instead of voicing to that person what they did that irritated you so they will stop, you just stop talking to them in total.
Yeah.
You get me? Like I feel like that's one thing that breaks a lot of relationships these days. Like people are not communicating properly. Like it's easy. Like,
and do you feel like that has to do with like the way you were brought up? Like the way people were brought up?
I would say actually.
Yeah. What's the reason?
I would say a lot of African parents as well, if they're angry at you or like you do something wrong, they're not gonna explain to you what you did. Do you get me? It's like always, and then you get to that point you're asking why, or it's like, okay, you can't go out today, but why can't I go out? You just can't go out. Do you get me? Like if you communicated to me properly why can't I go out, probably I'll be a bit less, angry. But like stuff like that, and then you just get used to that type of communication, and then you end up, you end up like communicating like that to other people. Do you get me? So then the cycle just continues. Yeah. I feel like that's why that happens.
People forget that communication is a two-sided thing. It's not just a one-sided. Because obviously, like, if you'd okay, we're not trying to generalize African parents here, but just like if you're in
all the same.
no. If you're fighting with someone in general, and then okay, fine, let's actually just go back to African parents. Anyways, if you have an argument or something, and then they'll be like, "Don't talk back to me," but that's how a communication is. People talking to each other. But obviously, it's just about finding the right time and finding the right place.
That never works.
But there's just sometimes, there's just never a right time or right place. So it's actually like, what do you do?
So you're just going to say how it is.
Yeah, in the moment. So just live it. So, yeah. We're not telling you to disobey your parents, so please just... Actually, sometimes we do need... Sorry, this is another topic for another day, but
don't because of issues with people's homes.
So anyways, just talk it out.
True.
What's another one?
Do people do that? They irritate me so much. Just not being on time.
That's random.
It's not random. I told you. What time did I tell you today?
Listen. No, I was actually on time. He told me 5:30. He called me around 5:24.
Okay.
I was still practically on time. By the time I came downstairs, it was like 5:30. Girl. And then you told me to go back into the house to get something.
It took you like 20 seconds to go back to get something.
Okay, yeah, but still, was I still not on time?
That's not even talk about his hair. But what I'm saying is, like a lot of people don't.
Listen,
girl. A lot of people don't respect other people's time, and it's something that really.
So you think I don't?
I said a lot of people. No one's talking about you.
You didn't show that at me.
Guys, we're gonna have a jar. Anytime the both of you start fighting, oh my god, you're putting
I didn't find nobody.
€3. I'm not putting €3 because of Naomi. Anyway, what I'm saying is, a lot of people don't respect. A lot of people don't respect other people's time. Do you get me? And like for me, that's a big thing. Like I understand once in a while, like the bus can run late or something, but that also brings with communication. Like if you don't communicate with the person that okay, you're running late, then it's hard. But like I don't want to be somewhere and I'm waiting 20-30 minutes for you to come and you're coming and just smiling at me. Like,
oh, I remember there was a day I was in town. Oh my gosh, I think I called you, if I'm not mistaken, but I was meant to meet up with somebody for food. God knows the person kept me waiting in town for 2 hours.
2 hours?
I was like, in my life?
I would have left after 10 minutes.
In my life?
No call, no text.
No. She's like, oh, I'm coming. Don't
gosh,
worry, I have gist. Something happened to me. At this point, I'm like, I don't care what happened to you at this point.
I'm
Because
going home. Not 2 hours.
I'm just like, oh, you have gist. That's the response.
Yeah, guys, you gotta do better.
What's this gonna do for me?
It is. And then most of the time, people who don't even respect other people's time get angry when you're late or something. Do you get me? So
the call is coming from inside the house. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah. That'll be my ick.
But yeah, so talking about your red flags with businesswomen, entrepreneurs.
That's so direct.
We love all our businesswomen and entrepreneurs. We're free for
Before we go ahead, I give my all due respect to every entrepreneur. It's
to
not
every
easy.
Service provider.
Yeah, it's not easy being owning a business.
It is not easy.
Like it's not, and even though I haven't started it, but I know like it takes a lot of time, dedication. It just is a lot to run a business, and just also to say like not everybody is called to be a business owner at the same time. It's okay to have a 9 to 5. You can get a 6-figure salary. Just pray to God, and He will guide you accordingly. But what makes you not want to book with somebody?
Oh, like, if your terms and conditions or your policy is.
Now you're a last technician, so you gotta be careful.
You said will be.
You gotta tread lightly.
Okay, I feel for like certain things. Okay, like let's say for me, as a lash tech, one of my policy is you can be late. I do not mind you being late. I am not going to charge you a late fee because it happens. Like, there's been times where I've been late to somewhere. Do you get me? Like, it does happen. But there's going to be a certain point where you, like, if you take the lateness for granted, I would know. And then that's when I'd be like, okay, I'm going to have to charge you a fee because of so and so. But I feel like some business owners and stuff, they just see it as a money grab or something. Okay, if this person is past the grace period or something, then, okay, I'm going to charge them 10, 15 euro extra. Do you get me? Not knowing that they probably couldn't find someone to mind their child at a certain time, or, you know, stuff literally happens. Like, there can be accident on the road. It might not even be their fault. They could have left the house on time. They could have even had extra time, but stuff literally happens. Do you get me?
Happens for real.
So, like, I feel like one of that would be, like, for me, like, a red flag when you can clearly see that a lot of this is for money. Like, they just want, you know, every little thing is extra charge. Every little thing is extra charge. But sometimes, like, it's warranted. Do you get me? Like, it's, like, you do need an extra charge if you're, you know, you're late too many times or something. Or just people being, I don't know. Because, like, me as well, how do I say? I don't charge a lot of extra stuff, if that makes sense. Like, my policy is very straightforward. And my terms and conditions are very straightforward. And sometimes I don't like, you know, especially the hairdressers these days, extra charge for, like, I've seen one she's for parting alone, she's charging you. Is that not included with the like the charge already? Like, if you're gonna part your hair, but at the same, I feel like stuff like that also brings girls to develop themselves in certain areas. Like, for me, what was it? I've been doing my own hair for 2 years, and that's because mine was mainly because of COVID. But at the same time, I think I asked one auntie. She said 100 euro. I said no. I said I'm going to learn how to do the hair by myself. But I feel like it's also good for some people to develop their own skills and learn how to do the lashes thing. So, yeah.
Fair enough. But I feel like we also like need to learn how to balance certain things and respect people's policy. Because as much as a lot of people complaining, especially on social media right now, about people's services and how much they're charging and whatnot, I feel like it's their business, not your business. I know you're the customer, but if the person doesn't fit your budget, then find somebody else respectfully.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, I'm not saying that the entrepreneur should be unrealistic. I feel like charging £20 for 15 minutes is a bit ridiculous, because you know that life happens. What if I had a child? Like, when you have children, it's just like, if the child has an explosion, what are you supposed to do? Leave the baby alone.
Yeah.
How do you not? You're going to clean the baby up, and that takes time. So it's like, okay, you have to be.
Why did you say like the child exploded? I was so confused. I was like, you're like, if the child had an explosion, I was like, why did the baby blow up? Like, that's like,
No, but like,
I get what you mean.
like,
When you say very clear
I
of the
don't know
child, I
if
was
I'm allowed to
like,
cuss here, but
I'm sorry.
Because obviously at the end of the day, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it, but someone else will. And that's what's going to make the person's business keep on running. So it's just about knowing what's for you and who's for you.
yeah, but yeah, exactly.
And some people do not read the policy. They will not read it. They just like, and they think everyone's the same. Like, okay, the other lash tech did this. They come to me and they're like, what is it? And I'm like, that's not my policy. That's not what I go by. A lot of people read it and then they'll go on social media bashing the person. When majority of the time, you just didn't take the time and the effort to actually read what this person's business entails.
Yeah.
You get me? So I feel like, can't blame the customer though, or the clients.
Exactly. It's just more like, you need to learn how to, that's what I mean, again, balance. Like, this is where also market research comes into hand. It's like, there's always somebody for you, like, your business. Like, if it's too expensive, like, there's someone that's going to pay to have your services. Because someone for you, it may not be as often as someone that is a bit lower, due to the fact that we're in cost of living crisis.
Yeah.
So it's like most people are looking for like a cheaper way out. But there's something that my hairstylist said to me the last time. It's just like getting your hair done, getting your nails done, getting your people do stuff for you. Basically, it's a luxury.
It is. Yeah.
And it's like,
it's a want.
So if it's luxury, it's more thinking, why do we demand this so much? Like, why is there so much emphasis on luxury? If that makes sense. I'm not saying that we don't deserve it. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that, why are you making it like, if, I can't get my lashes done, you're screaming all over the place. Then do it yourself.
But that's a person's, doing your own lashes is crazy. But like,
yeah, but it's strips. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean like,
or like the individuals ones that you can do yourself. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah. But some people take it as a do or die kind of thingy. Like, if I can't do my lashes, I'm literally crying on the street.
I think it depends on the person's priorities. Like, if your priority is, you're in a cost of living crisis, and all you do is spend your money on getting your lashes and your nails done, all of that, yeah. In my opinion, your priorities are not straight. Do you get me? Especially if you're forfeiting a need for a want. Do you get me? Like, it's not by force for you. Let your lashes breathe. You actually really need to let your lashes breathe.
The truth.
But it's not by force for you to have your lashes back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
Do you get me? And then you're complaining about someone's prices as they're too high. Okay, if they're too high, it's probably a call from God saying that, you know what, maybe not this time.
Yeah.
Probably next one when you
It's
save up a
true.
bit. Do you get me? Like, for me, I don't get my lashes done all the time because it's not really a necessity for me.
Exactly.
You get me? I have more needs that I need to provide for right now. Do you get me? But
do you feel like that's because of the society we live in? That like your hair has to be done, your makeup has to be done, your nails gotta be done.
I don't know. Like, for me, anyway, I grew up when all my cousins and stuff were doing their makeup. I was just looking at them. Like, you get me?
There's those who do and those who look. Me, I was those who look.
I was just looking at them. But like now, I do feel like the pressure as well. Like, I wish like back then I was, learning how to do it and stuff. Because it's a good skill to have. Like, stuff like having doing the girls that do their own nails, that do their own hair. It's very good. Like, those are very good, nice skills to have. Like, I look up to them girls, Do you get me? Because at the same time, they're paying for their own, not paying for their own, but they're providing those services for themselves, so they don't have to go out. For them, it's not even like a luxury at that point.
Yeah, it's not luxury because you're doing it yourself.
Yeah.
Do you get me?
But to get somebody to do it for you, that's a luxury.
Yeah. And, you know, as I said, priorities, we'll go into that.
Just agreeing. Yeah, most of the stuff I've agreed with, because obviously I didn't grow up doing that kind of stuff. As Faith said, I wish I did now, because I'm just like, it reminds me of that. There's a TikTok audio, and it's just like, you know, it's nice to be doing stuff for yourself. You don't have to be called Lucy by lashes every time.
Yeah.
Put on some blush and that kind of stuff. But yeah, obviously, like you said, it's just about knowing what's a need, knowing what's a want. Obviously, there's different people that cater to different. I don't want to say classes of people, but in a way, it is classes of people. It's just about finding who's for you, doing your research, doing your policy, and having your receipts. Because in this kind of world, things will just happen, and you'll be charged for stuff ridiculously, and then they'll just be like, oh, just have your receipts, have your backup, and just knowing, just knowing what's for you, and well, yeah, just know what's for you and who's for you. That's the shit.
And one thing, like, I love the way that women just love, like, you know, providing services as well. Because a lot of the time, it's a passion for them. Like, they love just doing makeup and doing, lashes, or doing hair, or doing nails and stuff. Like, you can really tell, especially with certain, service providers.
Yeah.
You could tell that it's a passion for them and they love it. And I just love the way that nowadays, women are taking their passions and making it a business. Making money out of it. Like, it's very good, and I love the way women are developing their skills as well. Like, for me as well, 3 years, if you asked me to do lashes for summer, I probably, like, wouldn't really my interest. But as, you know, as I grow up and stuff, and I see it was something I was really interested in, and I see that, okay, when I started learning how to do it, it was something I love doing it. Like, I literally just be sitting watching the show, and I'm making fans. Do you get me? And now I'm able to provide that passion for other people.
Yeah.
You know, bring my passion out on other people, and it's joyous as well. And I feel like the more passion you have for something, and compared to the money you're getting from it, is the more your business will grow.
Yeah.
To be honest, like, if you're just trying to get money out of it, like, okay, yes, you can start off as a passion, but if you're seeing that it's just, you know, you're seeing that, okay, it's making money, and then you strive up to, okay, I'm just trying to make money out of this. It might reduce the quality of your service as well, or it might just reduce the quality of your interactions with your clients, in my opinion. And I feel like if you try and rekindle that and passion you have for the skill anyway, you'll be okay, or you do good as a service provider.
Yeah, because with passion comes positivity. And, like, obviously, like, with that positivity comes positive energy. Because it doesn't matter if you're good at something, but if you're, like, a nasty person, people can tell. You don't even have to say, but people can just tell. But the whole whole atmosphere is off. So obviously, like, when you're recommending people and businesses and entrepreneurs, you'd be like, oh, I like this person, not just because of what they can do, but because of who they are. And obviously, that's how your business can grow. And not even from just being like a client to a service provider, but even like friendships can be made. And you never know who the person knows that might be able to help you with something else that's going completely on in your life, because of the way you're able to relate with them and communicate with them easily. You know? So yeah, just as you said, like, I won't say it's hard doing a business that you're not passionate about. Yeah. Obviously, like, if you're passionate about money, then you might find you might find passion somewhere within that. But obviously, like, just being passionate about your job even before the money, that's just,
because the passion will motivate you.
That is it. The passion is like your fuel that drives you. So yeah.
And advice as well. Like, I'm just saying stuff, yeah. But an advice to, like, service providers as well, especially if you want to go into it. Like, I always recommend my like, little sisters and stuff that they should, you know, start something or learn a skill and try and make money out of it. But at the same time, do your research on, you know, what you're going into. See, like, do your market research. Do your you know, do your cost and business English is literally right. But do, like, your research on everything you want to go in, because you're gonna have to invest money to make money out of it as well. A lot of people, they just going into it because, okay, I need to make money, or I need to do this, I need to do this, not knowing that, you know, it takes money to make money. Do you get me? And just having the research as well, having a lot of knowledge about what you're doing is very good, and it reflects on your clients. So like your clients will tell if you're very knowledgeable at what you're doing. So yeah, I say
Yeah.
Because people's safety and health.
yeah,
Just you can't be doing something and just be doing it because it looks nice. But if it's causing harm, like your business could be over before it even started. So
Yeah.
do your research, do your homework, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I also believe that your mindset is so key as well. Like, your mindset has to be positive. You gotta be positive. Like, even if every business will have its downtime, and that's something I've come to realize that a lot of businesses have their own downtime. There's times when they're not making sales or when they're not getting clients, but that doesn't mean it's not for you.
yeah,
You just have to keep pushing and believe that, okay, this is just for the moment, and understanding the times and seasons. So there's times or the seasons that you're not getting clients as much. Use that time to develop your skills even more and try and do certain things to keep yourself busy. Eventually, then the time will come, where you'll be so booked and busy, but oh my gosh, I can't believe I went through that. Because, nobody just wakes up and you have €1 billion in your account. It just doesn't work like that. You have to put in work, you have to put in effort, but also remaining positive, having a good mindset, and just always speaking good things over yourself and over your business. And just know that every word you utter is a seed thrown into your future. So what you want to see, you gotta speak it, but also act on it. Like, don't just speak it and then you're still sitting around and you're sulking and you're moaning.
yeah,
Get up, do something, get a skill, develop your skills, just do something, and eventually it will always pay off. Hard work always pay off. I've never seen it pay off. Like, it will pay off eventually. It may not be now, but eventually it will. But anyway, so we're gonna wrap up this episode, and so we'll see you next week by God's grace.
Don't forget to like, comment, share,
Bye.
and subscribe, and fill
Oh
in
yeah,
all of our comments.
and give us the
stuff.
rating as well
Yeah,
on the
dilemmas, questions. Just let us know.
yeah, and send us your dilemmas as well. So maybe the 4th or 5th episode, we'll have a dilemma for you guys.
she's just staring into the camera.
Yeah.
She just give a sign to the camera.
Yeah. Just saying.
Okay. Hold on.
That was so quick.